The Poor Widow and the Golden Calabash. In a small village on the edge of a vast savanna, there lived a poor widow named Nana. She was known for her kindness, but life had not been kind to her. Her husband had died years ago, leaving her with a single son, Kofi, and little else. Their small mud hut stood at the edge of the village, surrounded by a garden that struggled to yield enough food. Yet despite their poverty, Nana and Kofi always shared what little they had with those in need. One year, a terrible drought struck the land. The fields turned to dust, the rivers dried up, and even the mightiest baobab trees began to wither. Food became scarce, and many villagers started hoarding what they had. Nana and Kofi, having no reserves, soon found themselves with nothing to eat. One night, as Nana sat outside her hut under the pale light of the moon, she prayed, "O spirits of the ancestors, hear my plea. I have nothing left to give my son. Guide me, so I may find a way to provide for him." Suddenly, a soft wind blew through the village, carrying with it the sweet scent of flowers. A voice, gentle yet firm, spoke from the shadows of a nearby tree. "Nana, your heart is pure, and your deeds are known to the spirits. Tomorrow, as the sun rises, journey into the forest. There you will find a gift. Use it wisely." The next morning, Nana told Kofi of her dream and set off into the forest. The path was long, and the trees stood tall and silent, their branches whispering secrets in the wind. Just as the sun reached its zenith, Nana stumbled upon a clearing. In the center lay a golden calabash, glowing with an otherworldly light. As she picked it up, a deep voice rumbled from within the calabash. "I am a gift from the spirits, Nana. Each time you pour water into me, I will fill with food. But be warned, share with others, and your blessings will multiply. Hoard it for yourself, and the gift will vanish." Overjoyed, Nana returned home and eagerly filled the calabash with water. To her amazement, it overflowed with steaming rice, tender yams, and rich stew. She and Kofi ate their fill for the first time in months. True to the calabash's warning, Nana shared her bounty with her neighbors, who marveled at her generosity. Word of Nana's miraculous calabash spread throughout the village and beyond. People came from far and wide to receive food, and Nana never turned anyone away. The more she shared, the more abundant the calabash became. Soon the village thrived despite the drought, and Nana's name became a song on every tongue. However, not everyone was pleased with Nana's good fortune. A wealthy merchant named Kwame, known for his greed, grew envious. "Why should a poor widow have such a treasure?" he grumbled. Determined to take the calabash for himself, Kwame hatched a plan. One night, under the cover of darkness, Kwame crept to Nana's hut and stole the calabash. Laughing to himself, he returned home and poured water into it. But instead of food, the calabash filled with sand. Furious, Kwame hurled the calabash to the ground, shattering it into pieces. The next morning, the village awoke to find the calabash missing. Nana, heartbroken, gathered the villagers and explained what had happened. Together they confronted Kwame, who shamefully admitted his deed. But as they stood there, the shattered pieces of the calabash began to glow. The same voice Nana had heard in the forest boomed from the fragments. "Kwame, your greed has destroyed a gift meant for all, but Nana's kindness cannot be undone. From this day forth her garden will flourish, and the land around her will yield abundantly. As for you, Kwame, your wealth will dwindle until you learn the value of generosity." True to the spirit's words, Nana's garden transformed overnight into a paradise of fruit-laden trees, golden maize, and lush vegetables. The drought ended, and the village prospered once more. Kwame, humbled and destitute, eventually sought Nana's forgiveness and learned to share what little he had. And so, the story of Nana, the poor widow with a heart of gold, became a legend passed down through generations, teaching all who heard it the power of kindness